Swing and a drive! Oh! It is out of here! Tonight's iconic matchup is presented by Yingling, brewing America's lager for nearly 200 years. Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio, as the Red Sox begin a quick road trip tonight. The first place Guardians will be hosting the Sox for 3. These are the last 3 games in the month of May. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Happy Friday to you. Dave O'Brien alongside Sweet Lou Merloni and also Jemai Webster in just a couple of moments. And tonight is a Brian Bayo night in the rotation. That means he's going to be the bulk guy once again. Samaniego will be the starter. He'll go 2 innings. Lou.
Yeah, you don't have a problem with it because it's getting to the point where there's some numbers that you can't ignore anymore. When you look at him as a starter compared to him as a bulk guy out of the bullpen. Look at the ERA. It starts there. And then you start looking at the strikeouts per 9, the Ks per 9, the walks per 9 rather, and the K percentage. It's a different pitcher. Batting average against 370 as a starter, 232. The whip's around 1. It's over 2. And look at the OPS. I mean, these are sort of numbers that you look at and say, I don't care if he throws innings 1 through 6 or 2 through 7. The column on the right is the pitcher that I want to see tonight.
One of several guys who are trying to get the bat going in tonight's lineup is certainly Marcelo Myers. We're doing a good job at shortstop defensively. Red Sox as a team have played really good defense. He's hitting 8th against a tough Cleveland team and a very good pitching staff. Red Sox and the Guardians, game 1 coming up next.
Rain or shine.
Red Sox baseball on Essence brought to you by Audi. Visit your New England area Audi dealer today. W. Mason. Get free next day business delivery from your local hometown team. Playing with Heart. Learn more about the risks of bad cholesterol at playingwithheart.com. Plymouth Rock. Auto and home insurance for Boston sports fans. And by buyatoyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit buyatoyota.com. Back at Progressive Field. Beautiful night for baseball. First of the 3-game series, and for more on tonight, let's toss it down to Jemai Webster.
Thank you very much, OB. Whether it's shortstop or second base, you can count on Marcelo Meyer playing some pretty good defense. Really, the Red Sox playing pretty consistent defense over the course of this year. They lead the majors in 49 defensive runs saved, and now he is starting at shortstop for the 4th time in his last 5 games. I talked to him about the transition, plus how his offense has been coming around.
Obviously, we knew going into the year that we were going to have a really good defensive team. So just being able to help on that side of the ball always helps. Combining that with getting the bats going, obviously, that's when we'll be really good, I think.
You know how they're going to try to pitch you. Yeah. So when it's breaking balls down and away, say, like, what's the strategy to not lean into what they're trying to do?
Yeah, sticking to your plan, sticking to your approach. We have a really good job here with our game plan and how we're supposed to, attack each pitcher individually. So just going out there and trying your best to do that. Obviously, if you're trying to lay off changeups slowing away, see the tunnel a little higher and go from there.
Yeah, it still feels like the offense is coming along slowly for Marcelo, but he is finding a rhythm at the plate as well. Tyler Samaniego makes his first career Major League start. Looking at an inning or 2 from him, then it's on Brian Bayo, following an opener in what will be the 4th time in his last 5 outings. First pitch from Cleveland with Obi and Lou on the way in just a bit.
Red Sox baseball on Essence brought to you by Subaru of New England. Love, it's what makes Subaru Subaru. Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox. And by Nissan. Shop NissanUSA.com today. Red Sox on the road for a quick trip. Road's been pretty good to the Red Sox. They're 14-13 away from Fenway. Trying to figure out how to win games back home in Boston for sure, but on the road the Red Sox do a lot of things better than they do at Fenway Park. However, a loss tonight would put the Red Sox 10 games below 500. Last season the Red Sox were never more than 5 games below the 500 mark. Looking to open up successfully here in Cleveland. And give you a look at the Red Sox lineup here for game number 1, brought to you by Plymouth Rock. Jarren Duran's been hot with a bat. He'll be followed by Cedar Rafaela. He has been too. Nobody hotter than Wilson Contreras right now. An 11-game hitting streak. Masi Yoshida, the designated hitter, and Mickey Gasper's catching again.
Take a look at the Guardians starting pitcher, presented by WB Mason. It's going to be 26-year-old Slade Ciccone. Look at his making his 12th start of the year. 3-5, 5.18. He's been throwing the ball a lot better. As for his arsenal, he's going to lead with that four-seam fastball. It's going to sit around 93. Cutter, sinker, curveball, sweeper. A change here and there. Look at the Cleveland Indians. I'm sorry, the Guardians. Get that out of the way early. Their defense. Jose Ramirez, he'll be at third base with Rocchio and Bazana up the middle. Manzardo at first. Martinez, Schneemann, and DeLorda, rather, in right field with Bailey behind the plate.
You played for the Indians. You can say that. The umpires for tonight's game presented by M&T Bank. John Tumpane has home plate. Brendan Miller at first. Austin Jones at second. Ben May at third. We're available. The telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP is brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. The weather is a pleasure here in Cleveland. This is not always the case, but 67 degrees and clear skies. Supposed to be really, really nice throughout the weekend. Day games on Saturday and Sunday. And the Red Sox will be right back home to take on the Baltimore Orioles and on the road again to face the Yankees and Tampa Bay. So kind of a strange schedule this part of the season, but we're about to close out the month of May this weekend. Red Sox dropping 5 out of 6 on the homestand. They are 11-13 in the month of May. And for Chad Tracy and company, the key is score the first run of the game. The Red Sox are actually 18-9 when they score the first run.
Well, they have been swinging it. When you look at some of the last 10 games, that wasn't the issue. The issue was the bullpen up at Fenway. We hit 284 as a team. That's second in the AL. The last 10 games. 790 OPS. That's fourth in the AL. Just not getting many W's on the end of it.
Duran will settle in. First at bat of the night. 213 with 8 home runs. That batting clip has been rising very quickly for Duran. And the first pitch in for strike as we get underway.
Game starting right away. Hitters, pitchers in the sun. It's not as bad, just uncomfortable. It's really bad for the first baseman. Ground balls from short. I remember that.
Little dribbler to first, but a foul ball caught a piece of his foot. Ciccone with a 5.18 ERA, 3-5 record. Red Sox have seen him before, and they liked what they saw. That was September of last year, and that was back at Fenway, but they knocked him around for 11 hits and 5 1/3.
Check out his last 4. This is got that ERA way down. He's been throwing the ball a lot better here. It's 2.91 ERA.
6'4", about 240. He's 26 years old. Cedar on deck. Another thing the Red Sox have liked, and I realize there hasn't been as much of that as you hope for, but they're 9-7 against the Central Division. A couple of sweeps in there.
Yeah, which is amazing because you were 1-5 against the Twins. Like that still hurts. Now you made it up by sweeping, the Royals and Tigers in that series, but
2-2 on the way.
Jarren's been swinging it. 4-game hit streak piece. 8 for 19, couple of homers. Last 10, hitting 349. Starting to find it. I mentioned the last 10, how the Red Sox have been scoring and swinging the bats. A lot of it has to do with this guy.
And he's been hitting home runs too. And line drive, base hit, served that one into left field to make it a 5-game hitting streak. So Jarren Duran quickly aboard, the opening hitter here tonight. And brings up Cedar.
Just better at bats. As you've seen the last couple of weeks, laying off some pitches like this one here, not trying to do too much with it, just a little bit off the end, but he still hits it good enough to get it out there.
Stayed on 283 with 5 home runs, looking to lay down a bunt and fouls that one away. That's something that the Guardians do a lot of. Red Sox have been bunting a lot more too.
You know that stat too, right? Try to get that first run across. Kind of like the thought process. It's nice.
Rafaela with a 5-game hitting streak. And looks at a strike. And really going back all the way to April 25th. He's hitting .311 with an on base of .365. Going up the middle, but right into a double play ball. Bazana, the second baseman, slings it over. That was tailor-made. And just like that, 2 down.
Now just right back up the middle. Nice little candy hop too for Bazana. A little bunt hit and found himself 0-2 after attempting it.
Wilyer Abreu checking in at 286, 6 home runs with the bases empty, and fouls it away for a strike. The Red Sox are going to miss Cleveland's best starter, Gavin Williams, in the series. So that's quite helpful. 0-1 is outside.
Nice to miss somebody.
Yeah. Right. The Guardians got Sconey from Arizona in a Josh Naylor trade last December. And his numbers at the major league level in about 50 starts are not impressive, but he did carry a no-hitter into the 8th inning against Kansas City last September. And they started him in Game 3 of their wild card series against Detroit, so he's capable. Roller fouled here by Wilyer. And again, a pitcher from sunshine into shadow, at least in the opening moments of this game at Progressive Field. And a right-hander ready. Here comes the 1-2. He blows him away. Big fastball there at 96 to strike out Abreu, and that's all for the Red Sox in the top of the first. Look at the Guardians lineup presented by Xfinity. Travis Bazana at second base from Australia. He's been a real key for them, hitting .300 as they brought him up from the minor leagues. He's taken to the big league level, but their star is certainly Jose Ramirez. Not having a great start, but there's no doubt he is their #1 player, one of the best in the league. Samaniego, the left-hander, as the opener, starting for the first time in his major league career here tonight.
Well, Giovanni Moran did the first 3 for Brian Bayo, and he's given up a couple of runs in each of them, 1 run in the other. This wasn't really working. So Samaniego's up because Whitlock went on the IL. Check out his arsenal presented by BuyAToyota.com. That sinker about 93 rather, about 4-seam fastball. Really good sweeper to lefties. He's done an outstanding job for this team all year long. I mean, he's not allowed an earned run in 16 of his 17 appearances.
And quietly, he's been excellent.
He's been fantastic. Schwarber got him, right? Solo shot. That's it.
1-2. And he puts him away. Strikes out Bazana. Start for him tonight.
Check out the Red Sox defense. It's presented by Car Shield. Caleb Durbin's back over at third base with Meyer and IKF up the middle. Contreras at first. The outfield left to right. Duran, Rafaela, Abreu, Mickey Gasper back behind the plate.
Jose Ramirez, the third baseman, 226, 8 home runs, 27 runs batted in. 7-time All-Star. Having kind of a weird season so far. Low batting average. OPS at .739, but he's stealing bases. He has 20 stolen bases. He always does that. But he's on very quickly here. He's got himself a base hit with 1 down. Keep an eye on him immediately.
Well, the reason why right now the Guardians are #1 in the American League with 54 stolen bases. You got one guy with 20. So you do have to keep an eye on him. I don't care what he's hitting going into a series. Like when he's playing up at the plate, like you worry about it.
You really do. He's really hurt the Red Sox a bunch of times. He hit a lot of teams. Chase DeLauder will take outside a ball, hitting .260 with 7 home runs.
We expect Brian Bayo to be the bulk guy behind Samaniego, but there is a chance he could go more than one. Got a lot of lefties, a lot of switch hitters in this lineup.
Broken bat, little looper on the infield. It dies on the grass. Durbin's going to fire it anyway, but it's a base hit. DeLauder barely making contact, and it died in the grass.
This you have to flush this one quick. I mean, you've got in his kitchen. There's no such thing as an ugly hit, but because he'll take it. This is get out of here with this.
You want to hear the exit velocity?
7.
Close. 29.9 miles an hour.
Wow.
Like you said, in the big leagues, no such thing as an ugly hit. Although that was close. Rhys Hoskins, the DH, hitting .189 with 5 home runs. Guardians a good ball club. They're 33-25, first place in the AL Central. They're 3 games up on the White Sox, who have been a big surprise. Cracked into left field. That'll be down for a base hit. Ramirez rounds third. Here's Duran's throw home, and it's not in time. 3 consecutive hits, 1-0 Cleveland. First time they have scored in the first inning in 10 games.
Well, Hoskins been swinging a little bit here lately, getting some RBIs in this month. Second in the team in the month of May. He was struggling to start here, but heating up a little, driving some runs in. Can't figure out this opener thing. Giving up runs in it.
Kyle Manzardo, first baseman, .221. He's hit 5 homers. Guardians just okay offensively, middle of the pack in a lot of categories like runs, home runs, OPS. Line drive, base hit over the leaping Connor Falefa. DeLauder will jog into third, and the bases are loaded on 4 consecutive base hits.
A little cutter maybe from him, just out of the reach of IKF. Not hit hard enough. DeLauder had to kind of hold up, make sure he didn't catch it. So we're going to have a little mound visit here, see if we can get it done, play ball, and get out of this.
Angel Martinez, the left fielder, about to hit. He has a little power. He's hit 9 home runs.
You mentioned this Cleveland team, kind of middle of the pack in a lot of things, but back end of the pen is still really tough. They get a lead, they hold on to it usually. Just play the game the right way. Get that man at the helm.
Stephen Vogt, the manager, 2-time manager of the year. Martinez now .246, 9 home runs. He'll sting a base hit off into right center field. DeLauder will score. Hoskins moves up 90 feet. Now the runner trying to score, and no throw to home plate. A second run comes across. That'll make it 3-0.
Another line drive just out of the reach of IKF. This was going to be a 1-run single. You see this pitch here, just kind of jumps all over the first pitch, just out of the reach. They're going to hold him up at third. Rafaela bobbles this ball, and because of that, Hoskins is going to score. Probably going to give Rafaela an error on that one.
So 3-0 Cleveland, 5 straight hits. Schneemann, the batter, the center fielder, .240 with 4 home runs. The inning began with promise. Samaniego striking out Bazana.
They're one of their hottest hitters too. Everybody else kind of struggling here lately. But this inning.
Rafaela is charged with an error after the base hit. So it's Manzardo at second, Martinez on at first, and a 1-1 to Schneemann in there for a strike. Bayo already up. The hope was maybe 2 innings for Samaniego tonight, but they're knocking him around. The 1-2. He won't chase it.
Really kind of makes you appreciate what you've seen the last couple of years from a guy like Brennan Bernardino. I mean, not easy for these relievers kind of, hey, you're starting this game. It's just not a routine they were used to. And obviously there's been some problems, whether it's Moran or Samaniego.
Driven out to right field. Long run. Abreu trying to get there. It's going to dunk down for a base hit. Manzardo waited on that to see if it would be caught. He moves up into third and stops there. And yet another hit. That's 6 in a row off the lefty. And the bases are reloaded here for the Guardians. And the number 8 hitter of the inning, Bailey.
Yeah, this ball softly hit. It was up there a while, but it's just where it was hit. You know, Abreu was kind of railing at right center. Kind of gap. Had too long of a way for him to go get it.
Bailey going after first pitch and a high fly to right field. Plenty deep enough to bring in another run. Tagging up Manzardo. He is in to score. Martinez and also Schneemann will both move up. And it is 4-0 Cleveland.
Schneemann made this thing interesting at second base. They want to maybe take a look at it. Running on Abreu. I know he's back there. Kind of momentum is bringing it back, but deep enough to score the run. Definitely tagged from second. Schneemann gets back there. He's going to challenge this. See how he's floating back there? Kind of plants, makes a good strong throw. Almost got him.
So here comes the 9th hitter in the first inning for Cleveland. Brian Rocchio, the shortstop, 298 with 4 home runs. They are swinging the bat. They are not waiting around here against Samaniego. 4-0 Cleveland.
Well, the idea too, by the way, is not just the second inning, but you know, to have Bayo come in here, maybe his first hitter is like the 4 or 5 hole hitter. It's the second time in openers that they basically batted around. They did it to Moran, I believe, in Detroit. So now he's going to come in and face the leadoff guy anyway.
Well, not done yet. Martinez at third, Schneemann on at second. 2 down. And a swing and a miss, and it finally ends on that K. But 9 men come to hit, and Cleveland leads 4-0 after an inning. Side second inning, Red Sox already in the hole, 4-0 in Cleveland. And an issue here is the catcher Bailey. He's looking for help, and this is a pitch com problem. Ciccone has been handed a 4-0 advantage here. Red Sox coming up with Contreras, Yoshida, and Gasper 4, 5, and 6, trying to cut in immediately. As mentioned, it's a real good pitching staff, excellent bullpen, back into the bullpen for the Guardians. So not a wise idea to fall behind by too many.
Especially early on. 4 runs early in that first before Bayo even takes the mound. That's Moran gave up 2 runs in one of them, 1 and then 2 in the other, and now 4. So I wish you could start the game. Have to go openers.
No, start it over. Breaking ball in for strike on Wilson. Contreras with an 11-game hitting streak. 429 during it. We'll take it up top as we look at the Blue Moon bright spot. It is that 11-game hit streak, 429. 3 home runs, so some pop in there, and the OPS over 1,200. Tied for the longest active streak in the majors.
challenge here. Looked like. Didn't want to give it him. I thought Bailey went to his top of his helmet with the baseball. He's been very, very good at that this year. I think he's at 9 of his last 11 right.
Challenges a lot too. Snapped in for a strike. Yoshida on deck.
When they traded for Bailey from San Francisco, they had some problems behind the plate. The Gold Glover, 2-time Gold Glover back there offensively, not really swinging it, but you mentioned that they lean into the pitching staff, hit him in the bottom of the order, and just control this staff. Controls the running game. Excellent defender.
Cicconi's 2-2. High pop down the right field line. DeLauder romping over with room to make the catch. Actually got to it in fair ground. 1 down.
Batting fifth for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, number 7, Masataka Yoshida.
Masataka the DH tonight. 255 with 1 home run. Got a nice crowd here this evening. They are in first place. There are fireworks after the game too. That's always a big draw.
That's got to come for the fireworks, but this place, it's hard to believe, it's built in 1994 was the first year. Like, it reminds me of Camden, right? Still great feel. Aggressive. Remember, it's the Jake.
Yep. Jacobs Field.
Yeah, I love playing here. 04, I came over here. I decided I didn't want to stick around for the World Series, so I thought I'd come to Cleveland. I had a great year, great time, great club.
1-1. Little flare out to center field. Coming on strong is Schneemann. He'll make a sliding play on it. And he holds on for the out. Time to slide beautifully for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down in front of Mickey Gasper. Who's on that team?
The 04 team? Well, we still had a young CeCe, even though he's probably in the league 14 years at that point. He was 23. Cliff Lee.
Oh, yeah.
It was like his big kind of year there. But remember Travis Hafner?
Sure.
Young Victor Martinez. Omar Vizquel. It's a good team. Coco Chris, Matt Lawton.
Coco was on that team. Yeah.
It was basically, you know, the 07 team that the Sox beat in the ALCS. It was like that core. We were just a little young in 04, but.
Fouled up by Gasper, hitting lefty. Mickey at 326, again starting at catcher tonight. Red Sox were down 3-1 to the 07 version of that team. Rallied to win anyway.
That was like Cliff Lee's really kind of like first year, breakout year. I learned that year that he's a great pitcher, competes, a little psychotic, which you need on the mound.
You've got a star balloon landing out there, or trying to in the outfield, so a bit of a delay. This could end ugly right here. Bazana. Oh, I thought he might pop it, you know, with the spike, but very gentle with this one, actually. You would have just pounced on it.
I probably would have stepped on it just to make sure I got it. I'm not going to lie to you. The kid's not going to get it back.
Yeah, that did not end well for that youngster. Trying to move it over the inside corner, but he missed on Gasper. Connor Falefa, who's been red hot, is on deck. "4-0, the Guardians in front. Fly ball well hit to right. DeLauder racing for it. Lunges up, can't make the play. Off the glove and into second base. Gasper, he walks in with a double. Mickey hit it well. DeLauder nearly made an outstanding catch out there. Red Sox have their first extra base hit tonight.
They had a couple big guys out there, Schneemann and DeLauder, but they can both move a little bit, cover some ground. This is a great effort. Just hit the glove, just kind of couldn't corral it. He continues to hit barrels, drive the baseball.
His third double. We'd love to get one back anyway. Ground ball right at the shortstop, and the Red Sox will get that run if Martinez's throw is not perfect, but it is right on the money to get Gasper. Rocchio couldn't make the play, but it ends very well for the Guardians. Martinez with the peg, and Gasper out at home. It is 4-0 still Cleveland.
So the inning ended here. Rocchio just gets under his glove. Problem is that Mick right there kind of slowed down. Epi was sending him. Lost a lot of momentum. Beautiful throw by Martinez, who's 93rd percentile in arm strength. Got a good arm out there. Right on the money. You're watching the left fielder waving it. Just didn't see Mickey slow down.
So Brian Bayo into the game after the Guardians got 4 in the first inning. So he's right back to facing the leadoff man. And Bazzano's 0 for 1. Bayo allowed 2 unearned runs in 5 innings against the Twins last Saturday. It was a 4-2 Red Sox loss to Minnesota. Line drive, slicing left center field, down for another hit. Here they come again. They had 6 consecutive hits in the first inning, all singles. Bazzano didn't get one, but he does here in the second.
Well, this is a little odd, right? Because he's come into the game down 2-0, 1-0, 2-0. Now it's 4. As a starter, you come into the game, it's like you want to put up a 0, you want to win a ball game. You're already down 4-0, but he needs to kind of focus in, dial in, and work on his stuff here and try to get you 6 innings of scoreless ball, keep you in it.
Jose Ramirez singled and scored a run in the first. The Old Spice fresh stats. He's had quite a career. All of it right here in Cleveland. Pretty soon he's going to hit his 300th home run for them.
This will be a challenge too, because Hoskins is the only right-handed hitter in this line. I mean, they got 4 switch hitters, so it's going to have 8 lefties. They're hitting 349 off Bayo this year. He's got to figure out left-handers. He's going to practice here tonight.
Jose will tag that one into right field, but Abreu will make the catch. Back to first goes Bazzano, who's another guy who can run for them. 7 stolen bases.
This guy's a great player. I feel like just the last year is starting to get the credit he deserves. Like, people just sort of forget about him when they talk about who the best third baseman's in the game. If he's not on your top 3, then we're not doing our homework.
2 straight 30 home run, 40 steal seasons.
Off the charts.
7 All-Stars. He has done a few things. Here's DeLauder. An infield hit in the first inning, which was a dying quail that landed in the grass in front of third base. So Ramirez has 20 stolen bases, but Bazzano has 7. Martinez has 8. Rocchio has 9. So they've got some speed guys in the lineup, and they do use them. This guy takes off. Here's the throw down, and he is going to be on his feet stealing that base. That's number 8. Didn't even slide.
Standing. You got to slide here. I don't know if he actually looked like he was slowing down. Like he thought the ball was fouled off or something right before he got to the bag. So talking to Marcelo, he didn't know what was going on.
One nothing. DeLauder will take that pitch. He made his big league debut in the wild card series against Detroit last October. Been a lot of injuries for him in the minor leagues, so they bring him up to make his major league debut in October. He'll chop that one to first base. Contreras will flip it on to Bayo. He gets to the bag for the out. And a runner down to third.
He was the story of the first week of the season, wasn't he? 7 games in, DeLauder had 5 home runs. Just kept hitting bombs every single night. Slowed down a little bit. 7 in the year.
Rhys Hoskins will climb in. He had an RBI single in the first inning. 4-0 the Guardians. And down and in for ball one. And Bayo's 1-0 pitch. In there for strike.
The numbers are staggering. A 0.98 as a reliever compared to a 9.68 as a starter. You look up and down some of them. Batting average, OPS. It's just a completely different guy coming in out of this bullpen.
At third, friendly hop for Durbin, and across the diamond in time, and that'll retire the side. They're going to strand a runner at third base.
Back in Cleveland in the top of the third, the Guardians on top of the Red Sox 4-0. And guys, the wait continues for Roman Anthony. The young Red Sox star hit off the tee yesterday and had some discomfort. So Chad Tracy says they are going to slow play his recovery a little more now and wait until the Sox are back home. Trey said it'll be day-to-day, action to action, have him do something, then ask if it's uncomfortable with the check-ins and go from there. But they have to be patient with him. And we know that yesterday Roman Anthony told Rob Bradford about some of what he's dealing with that wrist/hand issue and having a partially torn ring finger CMC ligament. It says it's not one of those things you can really do much with. The only thing that can really treat it, guys, is time.
Well, I think the only way to look at that is another setback for him.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. I said from the very beginning, you're never going to know until he hits velocity, but we can't even get to that point without feeling some discomfort.
Cross for strike on Marcelo Meyer, his best pal. 218, couple of home runs from Marcelo. Red Sox trailing 4-0 in the top of the third. And he'll roll that one, a swing and bunt. Bailey on from behind there will gun him down. One away. And Durbin will be next.
Batting ninth for Boston, third baseman number 5, Caleb Durbin.
Batting stats presented by your local Honda dealers. Durbin with a couple of hits yesterday and a loss to Atlanta.
He looked a lot better the last couple of games. He had that one game too. He's 0 for 2 and lined out and hit a ball. Nice catch up against the wall, left center. Just stay in the middle of the field.
Fastball in for a strike.
A little more closed up than we was before. A little open stance, big leg kick. Now starting up a little close. Just mindset is up the middle.
Tried to hold up, couldn't do it.
It's a small leg kick too. And he was bringing that leg way up early as a timing thing, and now it's a little bit smaller.
And Ciccone with a 1-2 and got him to go. He struck him out. That had some cut to it. 2 down. Top of the order, Jaron Duran next.
Left fielder number 16, Jaron Duran.
Duran extending his hitting streak to 6 in a row with a base hit in the first. Red Sox with 2 hits so far off the right-hander. We check out the home run odds presented by FanDuel. Here in the month of May, Duran with 7 home runs. After just 1 in the month of April.
Really settled in a leadoff spot. The month of April was just felt like every game we were trying something different. Leg kick, hands were different. This offense is down 4-0, but Bayo's in the game. He's throwing the ball real well as relief. The ERA is under 1. The idea is for him to throw up some zeros for the next 5. So you chip away here. Too many times down 4-5-0, and things just go quiet and quickly.
Set on Rafaela on deck, and he'll pop it foul out of play.
Quick pitcher. Derek kind of laughing. He did it to Abreu as well. Kind of comes set, just sort of slides down, quick pitch. See if he can catch you. That's a good take there. That pitch the entire month of April was swung at. Right for strike 3. At least you buy yourself one more pitch, see if you can get a mistake.
And Ciccone with a 2-2 home. Yeah, his at bats have just looked so much better. And even if he doesn't get a hit, he's making the pitcher work a lot more than he did in April. All through the month of May, really, particularly the last couple of weeks. 2-2. He'll strike out there as he foul tips it into the mid. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the right-hander Ciccone.
See ya.
Underway here in the bottom half of the third inning. And ball 1 on Kyle Manzardo. He had one of the 6 consecutive hits that the Guardians had in the opening inning against Tyler Samaniego before Bayo came off for the second. He gave up a hit immediately, but nothing came of that. And big swing and a miss by Manzardo. Has hit 5 home runs. So Bayo into his second inning as the bulk man tonight.
97 with that sinker. Averaging around 94, 4.5. For the most part, field's been up and down, but pretty good velo there with movement.
2-1. Pulled the string of the change.
And when you're 97, that changeup considered 89. And when you're 93, 94, and you throw an 89, it's just you like to have that big difference in velocity.
Looking for his first strikeout tonight on a 2-2. The New York Mets tonight are giving away a Bobby Valentine disguise to the first 15,000 fans. Their game in New York. Nod to the former manager's famous return to the dugout incognito in 1999. And a base hit up the middle. Manzardo 2 for 2. Singles keep on coming.
Throw that four-seam fastball often against lefties this year, around 10%. They're hitting 636 off it coming into that game. He tried to sneak one there, and you don't want that four-seamer there. Four-seamer should never be a strike for Babe. It should always be on top of the zone. If you're going to go down there with that sinker.
Angel Martinez with an RBI single already tonight. 8 hits now for the Guardians already. Launches that one to left center field, but moving over, set on Rafaela to run it down in the gap. 1 down. I wonder if Bobby V would show up, buy a ticket for tonight.
Get a little costume.
Just use one of the giveaways.
Throw the stash on there. And
that's right.
Try to hide in the corner.
Famously got ejected from a game and put on the mustache and the glasses and sat in the dugout. Swung on and missed here by Schneemann, who's 1 for 1 with a single. He might be there indeed, because Bobby Valentine is being inducted into the Mets Hall of Fame tomorrow.
I'm guessing he'll be there then.
Ground ball skips off the hill. Myers got it, taps the bag for 1 and a double play to retire the side. That's all for the Guardians.
Only on NESN.
Back in Cleveland, 4-0 the Guardians, and sit on Rafaela will lead things off here by swinging at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball to right. Moving over Schneemann to center fielder right in front of DeLauder to make the play. Could have gotten interesting, but out number 1.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Abreu next.
Right fielder number 52, William
Say it on 0 for 2. So Cody, the right-hander, coming into tonight 3-5 with a ERA of 5.18. Played his college ball at the University of Miami. And then for 2 years in Arizona. They took him in the draft. Still a big Miami Dolphins fan. In for a strike.
And so far through these 3 innings or so, it's pretty much all hard. Fastball, little sinker, four-seamer, and cutter from him. Only throwing a couple of curveballs.
1-1.
It's that cutter. He threw a slider last year. He got rid of it totally. This cutter he threw 3% of the time last year. This year, 26. Cutter's obviously a big pitch for the Red Sox staff, but when it comes to Ciccone, really upped that usage.
Carl Willis, former Red Sox pitching coach. He's their man. Fly into center field. Pretty good carry on it. Schneeman's backing up, though, to make the play. 2 up and 2 down.
Tomorrow, Dining Playbook. We're taking you to the Salem Waterfront Hotel in the heart of Pickering Wharf. Tune in tomorrow morning at 9, only on NESN, streaming on NESN 360. It's presented by New England Chevy dealers.
Just a beautiful night here in Cleveland, Ohio. Two down for the Red Sox and Wilson Contreras 0 for 1. He's flied out to right. Line shot, base hit to extend his hitting streak to 12 in a row. Didn't wait around either. Very first pitch.
He just keeps swinging it. Been really consistent. Had a little dip for, I don't know, 7 or 8 games. Kind of woke up out in Atlanta. It was a couple series before that one. But just been consistent from day one.
You and Will Middlebrooks had a terrific conversation, I thought, with him the other day on what happened to be the day he achieved 10 years of Major League service. And that is such a big deal for a big leaguer. Very few get a chance to play that long, as it's filed away by Masataka.
Yeah, it's hard enough to get to this league, to get 10 years. And full benefits. That's what everybody kind of strives for. Of course, you spent 10 years in the league, too. Every couple of weeks, you've usually done pretty well. Plays hard too, right? Every day with emotion.
I thought he did a very good job. He's very eloquent explaining why that is the case. As he said, I came to the United States with a backpack and my dreams of playing in the majors. I did not speak English. I was supporting my family. I had to make it. Fly ball left center field. On the move, Martinez to make the catch, and that is all for the Sox. A base hit, 1 left. Bottom 4 in Cleveland, 4-0 the Guardians in front, and a line drive toward the alley off the bat of Bailey. That's going to split the defenders and go all the way to the wall. He is heading into second base, and he's there with a stand-up double. 9 hits tonight for the Guardians.
Jumped all over that first pitch. You were talking about Bayo the reliever versus Bayo the starter, and it's two completely different guys. Look at the ERA, walks and Ks per 9. How about the opponent batting average? The right column is what you're looking for. 232, whip just over 1. The OPS. It's hard to explain, but it is what it is at this point. Hopefully, he can kind of keep putting zeros up here for this team as it gets late.
Brian Rocchio, the number 9 man, struck out to end the first inning when they got the 4 runs on 6 consecutive singles. Those were against Samaniego, who was the opener. I don't think you'll see that again. Whatever Bayo does the next time out, if the Red Sox do go with an opener, maybe a lefty not the way to go. Two lefties the Red Sox have tried have had a difficult time.
The first two appearances of Bulk, he threw the ball so well, they said, okay, you know what, here you go, you've earned it. We'll give you Atlanta. But 3 runs in the first, 2 in the second, and went right back to an opener.
2-0. Right at kind of Falefa. He'll go to first and cut down Rocchio into second base. Bailey with 1 down.
Nice job by Rocchio, right? Doing the job. Moving the runner over there with 1 out.
It's really who they are. Guardians have been that way for a long time. They were under Terry Francona. They've been that way under Vogt. Not going to blow your doors off, but they do play the game properly. You pitch and they play defense too. Infield in. And Bazana, who singled his second time up, is 1 for 2 tonight. He's out of Sydney, Australia, 23 years old, a rookie. They have put him in a leadoff spot, and he's flourished, and so has this team. They really attribute a lot of it to him. Came in hitting .302.
Yeah, you know, last year in the minors didn't have a great year. It was his first full year, but this year in AAA swung the bat pretty well. He's swinging the bat even better up here.
There's a star at Oregon State. Set the school home run record. And then Cleveland made him their first ever overall #1 draft pick in 2024. He only had 400 minor league at bats. Looked to hold up, and he did.
That's the thing with the draft these days. I mean, these college kids are ready. When we kept putting up that graphic of the 2024 class, I mean, they're all good players in the big leagues. Arms whipping through systems. Bats.
2-2 from Bayo, runner at third, and a swing and a miss to get him. Bayo trying to hold after giving up the leadoff double. He's got the next 2 guys.
Well, we said he's going to be a challenge, right? All these lefties in this lineup with the 4 switch hitters, and that one pitch you're going to need is this changeup. And it is a really good one. Velocity 89, but it's about location and movement. He's got a good power behind the sinker. It's going to be a big pitch for him here as he goes on.
Well, that was his 500th major league strikeout. Brings up Jose Ramirez. Swinging a shot out to right. Abreu there, though, on the warning track to make the catch. Bayo pitching around that leadoff double, still 4-0. Inning 5 powered by Salem Bank. We are back in Cleveland with the Red Sox trailing 4-0, but batting here in the 5th. Mickey Gasper doubled in the second inning. Eventually he was thrown out at home plate. Red Sox have been out hit 9-3. Mickey getting regular starts at catcher. Another one tonight. Kind of Falefa and then Meyer after him. And time will be granted by the home plate ump John Tumpane.
We'll take advantage of your opportunity. They brought him up when Roman Anthony got hurt just because they liked the bat off the bench. Just kept swinging it to the point where he's catching 3 out of 5.
Hitting .341 now.
He can hit. I think too many people view him as like a September call-up, good little local kid, fun story, right? This kid can hit.
Game 2 tomorrow afternoon at 4:10. Sonny Gray taking on a left-hander, Parker Messick. Should be an excellent pitcher's duel with those two. That one stung but foul. Sonny going in 5-1 with a .327. Messick 6-1 with a .224. And then Ranger Suarez going Sunday afternoon at 1:40. And another base hit here for Gasper. He's 2 for 2. Just no slowing him down. Double and now a single. This one leads off the 5th. So we toss it down to Jemai Webster.
Well, OB, to the point that Lou just made about Mickey Gasper, we've been talking a lot about Chad Tracy and the merit-based playing time approach that he's kind of had recently. And over his last 9 games, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa hitting .526 coming into this one. And he made some statements recently at that last homestand about how he's fighting for everything at bats, playing time, his career. Had a great chat with Izzy about where he's at and what's led to his offensive success. And he said just trying to just trusting the hitting coaches. They've been a huge help to him, using every technological tool to keep him sharp. Making sure he's elevating the ball to left field has been a point of emphasis. And he said they understand where he's at in his career, and he's given them the full leeway to help him develop, which is what he wanted when he signed with the Red Sox. But feels like the results right now are coming from the work inside.
Well, previous 9 games, Jemai, to your point, he was 10 for 19. 6 RBIs. Staying in the lineup.
Well, the reality is the first 3 or 4 weeks of a season, you're sticking with Durbin, Story, and Meyer. You're trying to get them all going. They're your starters out of camp and just playing sparingly. Guys weren't getting out of the gate swinging it.
Sharply hit, base hit. He's on again. Gasper up to second. Back-to-back hits here for the Sox in the 5th.
Keep swinging, you're going to stay in there. The merit-based system it's a beautiful thing when you're swinging it like IKF and Mickey Gasper. Not so good when you're guys like right now, like maybe a Monasterio or Sokar, because when you play, you kind of feel like it's a tryout. If I get a couple hits, I'll play. If I don't, I'm on the bench again. You know, so it's
effectively what it is.
Yeah, it can be tough, but you know, you got an infield here that if you swing it, you play.
Marcelo Meyer 0 for 1. Marcelo tonight playing his 95th major league game. 44 games last year, hit .228, came in tonight hitting .218. So it hasn't clicked yet. Actually, he only has 6 more hits than Caleb Durbin. And Durbin has more extra base hits than Marcelo has.
Getting a lot of those change-ups, breaking balls below the zone.
Up the middle. Dive and a miss by Bazana. That's going to bring in a run. Here comes Gasper across to score as the Red Sox finally get on the board. 3 straight hits. Bazana unable to haul that one in, and Gasper, who had the first of the 3 singles, touches home plate.
Just like the other night, swing through a changeup, but then you see the good one. This is encouraging signs. So you're seeing him hit more changeups now for base hits. That one was up, stayed up the middle. That's what we were talking about before. Listen, you got Bayo on the mound now. It's 4-0, but he's gone out of this bullpen. He's given you 5-6 scoreless a few times. Just kind of cut into this lead.
Carl Willis out for a conversation in front of Durbin, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. They have some activity in their bullpen. Colin Holderman, a right-hander. Red Sox starting to reach this right-hander, Ciccone. Gasper, Kiner-Falefa, and Meyer all with base hits in succession. Red Sox trying to do to these guys what these guys did to the Sox in the first inning with 6 straight hits. Durbin with men on the corners. And will flare that one to right field. That is going to be down for a base hit. Kiner-Falefa in to score. Meyer to third. Into second and stopping there with a double. Durbin. That is 4 straight hits for the Red Sox, and it's a 4-2 game, and there's nobody out.
Used the whole field. You know, one of the reasons why you were talking about Durant getting hot in the last 10 games, but I'll tell you, this bottom third, guys like IKF swinging it. Caleb getting some hits now in his last few starts. Gasper. Everybody checking in here.
Durbin with the double. 2 men in scoring position for Jarren Duran, who has singled and struck out tonight.
That's one thing with Caleb, you know, if he's a bat, if you can get him going, right, just using the whole field, getting his hits, he is a game changer at third. Defensively, he has been fantastic.
1-0 and a fly ball center field. Measuring that is Schneemann. Back to tag Meyer. He is going to score as the throw comes into third, and the Red Sox have suddenly cut this to a 1-run game on a sac fly by Duran. Picks up his 29th run batted in. And those first 3 men who singled have all come in to score now. It's 4-3.
Nice job by Jaron, getting a pitch up, something he can drive, staying in the middle of the field. The last thing you want there is that strikeout, right? You want to be able to put the ball in the air, get that run, make it a 4-3 ball game.
Well, the Red Sox turned this thing around very quickly in this inning. And the manager vote is out to take the baseball away from his starter. Red Sox jumped on him here in the 5th. He had a 4-0 lead. It's now a 4-3 game. They have to go to the bullpen.
% online, no medical exam.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Red Sox baseball on NESN brought to you by Chili's Big Crispy 3 for Me, the best $10.99 you can eat. And powered by Salem 5. Stay ahead of the game with the power of 5. Make your move. Red Sox rallying to put up 3 very quick runs, and they chase Ciccone. And a runner aboard in Durbin at second still belongs to him. This is Colin Holderman out of their bullpen with a 1.40 ERA.
He's been really good for them. He's got 10 holds. He's inherited 8 runners. Only 1 has scored. Power sinker, 97, 98, and a sweeper to go with it.
Only 1 away. Durbin the base runner. Cesar Rafaela will put it in play at short. Gobbled up by Rocchio. He'll get him, and down to third goes Caleb. And 2 down in front of Abreu. So the Red Sox have the tying run 90 feet from the plate. It's also one of those ballparks we have a lot of room between home plate and the backstop. If something does get free, their bullpen, as we showed it, has been really good. Here comes a challenge.
The previous pitch was called a ball. The catcher's challenge.
And it will be a strike.
That call is overturned. Cleveland has 2 challenges remaining.
Bailey's one of the best. He's now got 10 of his last 12 challenges correct. And this one against John Trumpain, who's one of the best in the game. 3rd best percentage behind the plate when it comes to ABS challenges.
So the 0-1 fouled away. Willier has fanned, and he's also flied to center. Got a chance to tie it up here. Red Sox ran together 4 straight hits in this inning. Golfs a little foul ball off to the right to hang in. Red Sox coming off a 1-5 homestand. But they have been respectable on the road. They are 1 game over 500 away from Fenway, 14-13. And Holderman with the 2-strike pitch. Shot down the left field line, but fouled out of play.
He wanted to go up with that fastball. He left it down. It's a good pitch for Abreu to hit. Sometimes he gets enough righties. That swing can get a little bit long, and that back shoulder drops a lot. You see a lot of fly balls to left field. Shorten that stroke up, just staying on top.
Way outside. Cleveland has been winning the close ones. They're 10-4 this month in games decided by 1 or 2 runs. Vogt is not afraid to go to his bullpen early.
Got a good one.
And Cade Smith, their closer, has converted 16 in a row in terms of saves. 2 down, man at third, a 1-2 coming. And a little squibber back toward him. And Holden will fire on to first base to get him. But the Red Sox are right back in the game. They grabbed 3 runs. It's 4-3 in the middle of the 5th. Friday night in Cleveland turned into a good one at the midway point. Red Sox are down by 1 run, 4-3 the Guardians. Bayo will allow a flare out to right field down for a base hit off the bat of DeLauder. So that'll be 10 hits now for the Guardians and only 1 for extra bases.
He's giving off a leadoff hit every inning. First 4 innings here, but hasn't come back to bite him at all. And this is an important inning, right? You just got back into this ball game, 4-3. Get this ground ball double play, get back into the dugout.
That's what he did in the 3rd inning. Rhys Hoskins with an RBI single in the 1st when they got their 4. Red Sox got all their runs in the 5th. And a 1-0 from Bayo. Little pop up. Center fielder Rafaela there to make the catch. 1 down.
Looking for a life-changing summer? Lindo Sueños brings American and Dominican teens together to play baseball and serve the community in Dominican Republic. You can apply by Monday at redsox.com/Lindos Sueños.
Red Sox haven't retired this guy yet. First baseman Manzardo has singled 2 times and scored a run. 1 out and 1 on here for the Guardians. A check swing he did not offer. Talking about giveaways, the Rangers are giving away a Nolan Ryan bloody lip jersey to all fans tonight to honor the Hall of Famers getting hit by a Bo Jackson comebacker in 1990. Got hit in the face. Nolan stayed in the game, went 7 strong innings, gave up 1 run. Classic Nolan Ryan there.
Remember that visual, him in the mound bleeding on his shirt.
Yeah, that's the giveaway. A photo on that jersey. Fans love it there in Texas. 2-0. High fly ball, but not deep. Charging in Abreu. Williers there. Number 2. And they get Manzardo for the first time. So he's making a habit of that leadoff hit and then getting everybody else after that. He'll try it again with Martinez, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI single.
Last inning got out of a leadoff double by Bailey.
This guy having a solid year with 9 home runs. He's already thrown out a runner at home plate tonight. He'll foul it away for a strike. There's been more offense in this game than you would have been led to believe with these 2 offenses. They've combined for 17 hits already. Bayo's 0-1. Guardians looking to get back to postseason play. Last year they were trailing in their division, the Central, by 15.5 games in July, and overcame the Detroit Tigers. That one stung down the line but foul.
So you're saying there's a chance?
For these guys there certainly is. They proved it last year.
No, that run was ridiculous that they went on at the end of the year. They never lost.
They went 20-7 down the stretch. Caught the Tigers, beat them, won the division. Then Detroit would beat them 2-1 in the wild card series. Swing and a miss. That was nasty. That changeup to strike him out. Once again, leadoff hit gets the next 3 guys. 6th inning, and a red hot Wilson Contreras will foul that one away. Got 1 for 2 tonight. Red Sox are down by 1 run. After falling behind 4-0, it's 4-3. 3rd at bat for Wilson, a single in the 4th to run his hitting streak to 12 consecutive games. He thought about it and he went. Yoshida and then Gasper after him. Mickey Gasper has a double and a single tonight. Last 10 games, the Red Sox hitting .284. Second best batting average in Major League Baseball. And again, he tried to hold up, and that time he did. 1-2.
Good slider. So that 97 sinking down and in. He might have gone there, but. Holderman's a guy that can go a couple innings. He's going to try to get through this one 4 times. He's gone 2 innings. Plus a couple other times. He gets up to that 26-30 pitch count. Get to him here early. He's one of their best kind of setup guys. You get to him early in this game.
Yoshida on deck. 3-2. And a payoff pitch to Contreras. And he will spoil that one. Fastball 97. Red Sox went 4-2 on their last road trip. That was Atlanta and Kansas City. And that's in there for strike 3. And he wants to challenge it.
The previous pitch is called a strike. The batter's challenge.
Next bottom of the zone.
It will be a strike.
That call is confirmed. Boston has 1 challenge remaining.
ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Good sinker. Kind of lose sight of it in the bottom of the zone. Just barely getting that strike zone.
Yoshida taking a strike. Massa tonight a fly to center and a fly to left.
To deal with that one, the situation was the right one, right? 3-2 down a run, leading off an inning. Just didn't get it right. But I think a lot of times with ABS, for me, it's about the situation.
Sure.
Right? Sometimes you're like, there's no reason to do it at this point in the game unless it's egregious and you're 100% a couple inches off. But that one there, leadoff walk down a run here, middle of the inning, late in the game rather, 6th inning.
So with the 1 home run on the year. DH tonight. And a 1-2 from Holderman.
Kind of had a feeling about him pregame, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Pick the click.
It's a game we play, just our crew. There's no money exchanged.
I usually wait for see a guy hit a homer and then tell you that's the guy ahead.
And you never miss.
No.
No, your guesswork is always good.
I was going Duran. Stay hot.
There's still time. And a line shot. Got a piece of the pitcher. Deflected to Rocchio. Sataka out at first.
They're going to ring the calf. Let's do a little chat with him.
It looked like they would go to the bullpen anyway. It was 108 off the bat.
Just going to talk to him, make sure he's okay too. So this ball, 6 hit hard right off that back calf, the left one. Bring him out.
Going to bring Herron in. So he'll make the move right here. 4-3 Cleveland, and the base is empty as the Guardians go back to the pen.
60.
You know, CBS is proud to be a part of Red Sox Nation in all the communities we call home, delivering trusted care, everyday essentials, and support that goes beyond a prescription. You can learn more at CBS.com. Red Sox and the Guardians, game 1 in Cleveland. Dave O'Brien, Lou Merloni, and Jemai Webster. 4-3. The Guardians with the lead. Red Sox batting with the bases empty. This is Tim Herron, the lefty, who's always tough on left-handers. So Mickey Gasper will turn over and bat right-handed. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
Enough of seeing Mickey from the left side. See Herron here. One thing to point out: 12 walks in 18 innings. That's a lot of walks. Fastball, curveball, slider.
Mickey a double in the second, a base hit in the fifth. He scored a run. And takes a ball.
One thing I noticed on the right side, they really feed him a lot of sliders in. Has trouble laying off of him. Does a nice job laying off that one. A better hitter from the left side, but
now batting .356 after the 2 hits tonight. So getting an opportunity to play regularly, and he's delivering. And Herron will fire that one in for strike. 3-2. If he reaches, Connor Falefa's next. These two guys, along with Contreras, the hottest Red Sox bats right now. There's a 3-2. And a liner into left field. Hangs up though for Martinez. He'll make the catch. It's all for the Red Sox. They go 1-2-3.
Calling in your
Bottom 6, 4-3. The Guardians leading the Sox here in game 1 of the 3-game series. And Bayo's made it a habit of allowing a leadoff hit and then getting the next 3 guys.
check out Brian Bayo's pitching arsenal presented by New England Area Audi dealers so far. I mentioned a lot of these left-handed bats. That changeup's got to be good for him. Well, it has been. He's got whiffs on 4 of 7 swings. Sinker, just a few cutters here. He's throwing the ball real well here. 4 scoreless, keeping him in this game.
Schneeman's got 1 for 2 with a base hit and a double play ball. Grounds that one right at the feet of Contreras. He'll do it himself. 1 down. Let's toss it down to Jemai.
Well, just like Lou was saying, guys, he's been really good in this role. 4th time in his last 5 appearances now. He's followed a relief opener. I asked Chad Tracy about how Bayo has approached the week-to-week. He said big picture, Bayo wants to start, of course, and he doesn't shy away from what the player desires. But he knows Bayo understands how it's gone in both roles. And you highlighted those numbers, Lou, and it's eye-opening. So Trey says for right now, the bulk of their conversations have been what's best for the team. Keep him on this track, but in this role, he's still getting the responsibility of taking down the bulk of the innings. So in this role, he's thriving so far.
Bayo with the defensive play, guns a strike to first off the bunt by Bailey. Off balance play to cut him down. 2 fast outs in the 6th inning.
Nice athletic play by Bayo to get to this ball, and then didn't want to play and throw, just kind of turned around and flipped it to first base. That's nice. Off one leg, nice and accurate. You saw that pitch count too. It's extremely efficient. This is 4 2/3. He's at 44 pitches.
And again, all of the runs were scored against the opener Samaniego in the 1st inning. None against Bayo since he came on in the 2nd. It'll send up Rocchio, the number 9 man. He's 0 for 2, a K and a ground out to second base, and he'll cut and miss for strike. They got 4 in the opening inning. Red Sox came back with 3 in the 5th. So here we sit 4-3 in the last half of the 6th.
His next one will be what, at home against Baltimore. I believe the last game of that homestand. A quick little 3-game one. Man, at some point you got to just let him start. You got to figure this thing out. You can't go openers for him the rest of the year, right? Like, you got to throw him out there and say, hey, let's figure out this 1st inning.
I would think so. It's what he wants too. That's a challenge.
Previous pitch was called a ball. The catcher's challenge.
Just a little 2-seamer. Ian, they only got 1 left. There you go.
Call is overturned. Boston still has 1 challenge remaining.
Just on the edge.
It's good to see them win one.
One, two to Rocchio.
Tracy wants him to be more aggressive, right? Some egregious ones. You trust yourself. It just seems like even with that, the last week they just keep losing them.
Waved at and missed. He struck him out. 8 pitches in the inning for Babe. He's getting better as the night moves along. Gets him 1, 2, 3. Top 7 and a strike to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 4-3 game. Tightened up when the Red Sox struck for 3 in the 5th. And Kiner-Falefa part of that with a single and a run. He has been cooking with the bat.
Sure has. See, 1 for 2 in this one. 11 for 21 his last 10 games.
Third base, shortstop, tonight second base. Been moving around, but in the lineup. Pulls that one off to the left foul. Into the big crowd. Here for the fireworks. And the front running Guardians. So 0-2 on Isaiah. He'll pop it up into short right. Bazana heading out. Second baseman calls everybody off. 1 down.
Tuesday's Greek American celebration at Fenway. Fans who buy through this special offer, you're going to score a limited edition Red Sox Greek soccer jersey. Get tickets now at redsox.com/Greek.
Marcelo Meyer contributed with an RBI hit in that 5th inning. Red Sox put together 4 straight hits. And got right back in the game. Ground ball at third, backing up for the hop. Ramirez, he'll sling it over there. Can't dig it. Manzardo could not dig it, and Meyer's going to be safe at first. Would have been a tremendous play. He did skip the throw, and his first baseman couldn't help him out. That'll be a base hit.
See if they can rule that, yeah, because it was a tough play. Hits this ball the other way. Ramirez, tough backhand. His momentum is going back towards left field. Manzardo wishing he could have pulled that one. Unable to take that hit all day.
So Marcelo 2 for 3. Another pitching change coming here for Cleveland. The manager vote makes another switch, and we'll have more in a moment here from Progressive Field.
Ford dealer.
Help for problem gambling can start with hello. You can call or text GAMB to 800-327-5050. Red Sox with a tying run aboard. Sean Armstrong, the right-hander, the new pitcher, third reliever to be used tonight by the Guardians. 1 man away. Caleb Durbin and a run scoring double last time up 1 for 2 with 2 hits yesterday. And he'll take a strike.
Armstrong comes in here. He's a little cutter. He got a sweeper and a 4-seamer. Throws a sinker, not that much. It's his 16th appearance. Sinkers down and in. He was getting Durbin earlier in the season.
Former Texas Ranger. Swing and a miss. Mighty cut on the sweeper. Ciccone, their starter, was kind of cruising along in the first 4 innings. Red Sox jumped him in the 5th. 4 straight hits, knocked him out of the game, got 3 runs off him. 2-strike pitch and a bounding ball fouled off third. Red Sox got the 3. Now trying to tie it up here into the 7th. Oh, 2. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Will knock it down. A play only to first now. The underhand toss gets him. Meyer moving into second. So the tying run in scoring position.
Armstrong unable to hold on to this baseball. This could have been a double play to end this inning. Instead, it's going to get Duran up with the man in scoring position just off the end. You got to flip this to second base. Maybe you turn it. Kept this inning alive.
Another good offensive game for Duran so far. Base hit in the first, and he's already driven in a run with a sacrifice in the fifth. Meyer representing the tying run. Got a piece of it. Foul tip to the catcher's mitt. And it's 0-2. Jaron hitting .340 his last 11 games. Rafaela would hit next. And Armstrong with a 2-strike pitch. And he got him, struck him out. Side retired. Red Sox get a man to second and leave him there. Bayo back at it, bottom of the seventh, in a 4-3 game. Cleveland in front. And he has the top of the order. He's been really good since he came on in the second inning.
He really has. Challenging lineup too with all the lefties, giving them problems all year.
Bazana chops one to the middle, snatched by Meyer, and a quick out. In front of Jose Ramirez.
I wish he'd get out of the habit of doing that though. You know, this day and age, if it's a chopper up the middle, it's an out. Somebody is there, lefty, righty, whatever it may be, and it's just flaring that glove at it. Just bad things can happen.
Jose has hit the ball hard all 3 times. A single, a liner to right, another liner to right. 8 home runs for the outstanding third baseman. Grounds that one foul. He's one of 2 players since 2020 with 140 homers and 120 steals or more. He's hit 39 home runs 2 times, 30 or more 4 times. A great player here for the Guardians. Got a true superstar in this guy.
Yeah, and signs extensions and really just never breaks the bank. You know, you always look at Jose Ramirez, one of the great third basemen in the game. Every time they sign him to an extension, you're like, really? That's it? But he's happy to be here.
Loves it here. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. One hand came off the bat as he strikes out. Bayo continues to be impressive.
He is rolling. Just look at it. 7 years, $128 million. Signed that extension. This is year 1 of it, but a player of his caliber, I figure that's 300 something, right? Like, this organization appreciates it.
Chase DeLauder. Ground ball in the first pitch and picked off by Connor Falefa. Another easy inning for Bayo. Just 7 pitches. 1, 2, 3. Take Flight presented by Yingling Flight. Your vibe, your beer. Last year, Jaron Duran, his speed on display, a straight steal of home right here. It's also the first time a Red Sox had played a straight steal of home since Jacoby Ellsbury, exactly 16 years to the day before that.
Now that is stealing home. I hate when the first and third happens, double throw, and the guy scores, and he stole home. No, that is in what Ellsbury did.
Cedar Rafaela to start the 8th. Now you get into the really tough part of their bullpen. Under Gaddis here, 6 consecutive scoreless appearances. He does have a .472 ERA. These are the kind of games that Cleveland has been winning routinely throughout the month of May. They are 10-4 in games decided this month by 1 or 2. because of their bullpen.
Yeah, you mentioned it. ERA's a little high, but the last 6 seems to have found it. 6 1/3. With Smith coming in after him.
Cedon trying to break him up. On the night 0 for 3, and then it's Abreu and then Contreras. 4 runs, 10 hits for Cleveland, 3 runs, 8 hits for the Red Sox.
Love that slider, but that's a pitch this year is getting touched up a little bit compared to years past.
Popped up. In comes Manzardo, the first baseman, to put that away. Quiet night for Cedon. He is 0 for 4.
Now batting for Boston, right fielder number 52, William Abreu.
Crowd tonight here in Cleveland, 34,404. On a flawless evening. Abreu steps in. He's hitless tonight. A strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. And he'll pop that one up. The shortstop ranging. Rocchio out to left. On number 2. In front of Contreras. He's up next.
First baseman number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson has run his hitting streak to 12 in a row with a line drive single in the 4th inning around a fly to right and a strikeout. Bases are empty here in the Red Sox 8th inning, trailing 4-3. And a strike. And a 1-strike pitch from Hunter Gaddis. The appeal and a swing and a miss. It's happened a couple of times tonight to Wilson, trying to check.
Working those sliders off the plate on him. He knew it.
And Gaddis with the 0-2. He hangs in.
Fastballs. His fastballs his whole career. Change-up, slider, change-up. He knows with a 1-run lead, it's the one guy in that lineup. 11 home runs.
Little flare. A lunging play by Bazzani. Can't make the play. Big turn at first by Wilson, but he comes up with his 2nd hit tonight. He is 2 for 4.
I think they tried to use that fastball really more as like a setup, right? Like kind of up and in to knock him off the plate. Instead of caught a little bit too much. He was able to muscle it out there. Now you're in that looking for a little bloop and a blast here, Obi, for your guy. Sogard's going to run for him.
Nick to run for Contreras in front of Masataka Yoshida, who's gone 0 for 3. He's flied out on 2 occasions. Hit a sharp comebacker off the pitcher in the 6th inning and was thrown out. Runner on at first, representing the tying run. Red Sox are giving themselves opportunities here. Big swing and a miss for a strike. Slayton also up in the Red Sox pen.
It was at 56 pitches. I know it's the 8th. He's just cruising.
Massa lets it go 1-1. I don't know why you'd want to touch him.
I know your mentality as well. It's the 8th inning. You know, if they tie it up, we want. But 6 scoreless, 56 pitches from Bayo.
1-1. And a dive back safely, Sogard.
You lose Sogard, now you got Narvaez, Monasterio, Wong. You lost your one left-handed bat. But look at the lineup.
One and 2 on Yoshida. Gasper next.
All fastballs. Well, looking for a couple of those changeups that he threw to Contreras. Missed down and in. That's where we see Massa kind of scoop it out of here.
1-2 pitch. He holds. 2-2. Ten hits for the Guardians. Sox have 9. And a 2-2. Swinging a line drive and a base hit. Maybe more than that. Headed toward the alley. It is cut off by DeLauder. It'll be a single down to third is Sogard. And Masataka, big smile on his face, rips a single to put him on the corners. And we'll bring up the red hot Mickey Gasper as 2 hits tonight, a double and a single.
Breaking ball in. We talked about him liking that little off speed, pulling it. Hoping this ball hit enough to kind of get into that gap, but DeLauder cuts it off. And one more big hit from Mickey.
Swung the bat really well again tonight. Ground ball right at first, gobbled up by Manzardo. He'll tap the bag. Red Sox get a couple of base runners in the 8th, but can't bring in the tying run. 4-3 Cleveland. Well, back for the bottom of the 8th inning. Bayo back out there. And he has been exceptional tonight as the bulk man. Sogard staying in the game to play first after coming on to run for Wilson Contreras. 4-3 Cleveland as they bat in the 8th. And that'll be a timeout.
That's a pitch clock violation.
Oh, there you go.
Pitcher.
Violation on Bayo. John Tempe came running out of there, calling for a time.
2-0. You look at the pitch clock anymore, right? You just sort of think this is from the hitter. Pitch clock really hasn't come into play much, which was the idea of it a year later.
2-0 on a fly ball. Abreu will close on this. 1 down. So that's 6 1/3, only 4 hits allowed, no runs, no walks for Bayo.
It's been impressive. Again, he brought a really nice changeup here today. The sinker's located. Good swing and miss changeup here tonight. Attacking the zone, throwing strikes.
Manzardo with a pair of hits. He's also flied to right. Each team with 10 hits, in for a strike. All of the runs for the Guardians were scored in the first inning off the opener, Tyler Samaniego. Bayo came on in the 2nd. Been brilliant.
It's been 4 openers here in front of Brian Bayo. The opener ERA is 20.25. That's a problem.
Yes.
Giving up runs in the first.
Go figure. Meanwhile, Cade Smith warming up in the bullpen for the Guardians. He's converted 16 straight saves. 1-2. Right by him. Struck him out. Manzardo down, hacking. 2 gone. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. We mentioned all those runs in the first.
This is it in the first inning. Would you have 6 consecutive hits? Spray chart. That's where they got their 4 runs. Samaniego, after striking out Bazzana to start this game, 6 consecutive hits, and it was a 4-0 deficit early.
Martinez with a liner to center, and they'll skip there to make the catch in on Rafaela as they go 1-2-3. Again, Bayo mows him down, heading to the 9th, a 1-run game. It's a strong play to game presented by New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Well, again, Brian Bayo out of the bullpen. It's a different guy tonight. It's a 7 scoreless. We'll see. Hopefully this game continues. You hand the ball off to Chapman, but 4 hits. No walks, 5 strikeouts, pounding the strike zone. This is kind of the Brian Bayo you've been hoping for all year long. You've got it out of the pen. I'd like to see him starting in that first inning and getting that done.
In the meantime, here comes Cade Smith, who's been one of the best closers in baseball. He's 19 saves to lead everybody, 16 in a row. 9th inning. And the first pitch will be high for ball 1 on Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. This guy lately has been automatic, and they are 25-1 in games he appears in.
Good fastball, high 90s. Here it is.
Liner in center field, down for a base hit. Kiner-Falefa with his second knock, and the Red Sox again have the tying run aboard. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa cannot be stopped.
No, I don't think Jesus can get him out right now. I mean, he is just on fire. Cade Smith has been really good for this team, but that fastball split sweeper combination, but IKF cannot be stopped.
Red Sox with their 11th hit. Marcelo Meyer has 2 of them and takes a strike. Pair of singles tonight from Marcelo. Durbin on deck. He has a double. So this part of the order has been very, very good for the Sox tonight. He'll foul that one away, and he's in the hole 0-2.
Surprised. I know you're on the road and you're playing for that win to hand the ball off to Chapman, but they're bunting a lot more. You know, get a bunt down, move him over. Be sure to get Duran up at the plate.
Bale just fabulous, man.
Fantastic.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 down. And Durbin will climb in next. Our game summary presented by Sullivan Tire, official tire and auto service of the Red Sox. And by the way, for Brian Bale, it's the first time in his career he's gone 7 scoreless without issuing a walk. And there has not been a walk issued by either team in the game. Guardians got all theirs in the first. Red Sox got all theirs so far in the 5th. As Durbin will lay off the first one. And a challenge.
The previous pitch was called the ball. The catcher's challenge.
Bailey was pretty good back there with it. Let's see.
Late in the game, got to give it a shot. That's a bad one.
That call is confirmed. Cleveland has 1 challenge remaining.
Had 2. 9th inning.
Wasn't that close?
No, it wasn't that close. So.
Kiner-Falefa with the lead at first. In for a strike. 96.
For as good as he's been, they're still hitting 240 off of him. You would think it would be a lot less than that.
Caleb here very recently swinging a better bat. Has an RBI double tonight and 2 hits yesterday. Taking some steps, hopefully in the right direction. Grounded foul. Jaron Duran on deck.
Get Jaron up, give him a chance. Smith did give up a run his last outing against the Nationals. It was enough to get the save. 2-run lead. A couple of hits, 1 run.
It's their 5th reliever to be used by the manager vote tonight. Foul back. Slayton and Chapman up in the Sox pen.
Tie ball game, 1-run lead.
Kiner-Falefa with the lead at first. And that is going to be a challenge again. A ball.
That pitch is called the ball. The catcher's challenge.
Down. Oh.
Strike 3.
Ball's overturned. The batter's out. Cleveland still has 1 challenge remaining.
2 down.
Again, right situation. It's the bottom of the 9th. What are you going to do? Go home with them? Someone thought this was a little bit low. This is where that ABS and how they measure it with your height might have got Caleb Durbin.
Jaron Duran now. 2 down in the 9th. 1 for 3 with an RBI tonight. He'll take a strike.
Tap. The ball looked up and away, didn't it, a little bit?
Yeah. Did not.
There you go.
Will not challenge.
Challenge that.
2 for 2 against Smith, including a triple. Fouled away, and he's in the hole. 0-2.
That's not Bailey's approach, right? Bottom of the 9th. Why not? First pitch. It's a big one.
Crowd of 34,404 on their feet. Swing and a miss. That's the ball game. The Guardians hang on to win it. They take game 1 by a final score of 4-3. Red Sox came back after the 4-0 hole to make it a game. But in the end, the bullpen too much for the Guardians, and they win it by a run.
The bullpen's outstanding, but you know, getting outing like this again out of Brian Bayo, this is the best one yet that we've seen from him this year. Just to give up 4, they got to figure out the opener. Somebody got to put up a 0 early on, give yourself a better chance. But tough ball game here late.
Yep. Stay tuned for WB Mason Extra Innings Live. TC and Lenny break down the key moments in tonight's loss, and they preview Sonny Gray's start in game 2 tomorrow afternoon. That and more coming up after the break.